Today I might here as a member of parliament. Tomorrow I might stand somewhere here as the head of state of this nation called Kenya. And I believe with the partnership of KYPA and Club de Madrid, especially the wide sector of the organization that looks at the young people, I believe that we are going to partner and ensure that not only do we have young people taking charge, but they get that fair chance that democracy offers.
The democracy program from the Club de Madrid, distinguished members of county assemblies, distinguished youth leaders from across Kenya. I salute you all. My name is Anthony Buluma, and I am privileged to be the CEO of Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association. I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that we are greatly honored to be playing host to this amazing group of young leaders who are shaping the agendas in their country. We are privileged to be part and parcel of the host of this pre-event. Honorable Speaker, tomorrow and the day after, that will be on the 3rd and 4th, Kenya is playing host to the annual policy dialogue, a global meeting that brings together former heads of state, former prime ministers, and notable government officials, and reaching out to our friendship and partnership with the Club de Madrid, specifically the Women and Youth in Democracy program. KYPA was invited to play host to a pre-summit event, and it is for this reason that, Mr. Speaker, we are gathered here. For those who may not know, especially our visitors, Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association is a forum for young members of parliament who serve either as nominated or elected members in our bicameral parliament, which comprises the Senate and National Assembly. KYPA was established in the year 2004 as a platform to consolidate the voice of young members of parliament when it comes to articulating issues affecting young people, and to also primarily consolidate their voices when it comes to championing pro-youth legislations. Since its existence, KYPA has witnessed significant growth in terms of numbers of young parliamentarians, and to be on record, the Parliament of 2013 had only a mere number of 37 young legislators. But that number has since grown to 60 young parliamentarians in this current parliament. And Mr. Speaker, this only serves to showcase that when young people are afforded an opportunity such as this, what it does, it allows them to be ambitious politically, and most importantly, interact with leadership firsthand and be able to secure themselves an opportunity to serve in the seats of power. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, it is our prayer that as we start this journey together with the Club de Madrid, specifically the wide program, we would be able to co-create opportunities for us to cascade this kind of setups to the deepest part of our countries. Here in Kenya, we have 47 counties. It is the desire of Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association, leveraging on such partnerships, to see how best we can be able to cascade these same conversations to our communities, local communities. I know my chairman will be speaking to the substance of this request, but most importantly, allow Mr. Speaker to extend a warm welcome to our team, our brothers and sisters from across the world, and just to bring to the attention of this audience that amidst us, there are seated deputy ministers, members of parliament, and all notable leaders. So today we are interacting as equals, and this should actually serve to encourage particularly the young Kenyans who are gathered here. And from our end, Mr. Speaker, we have notable student leaders, we have notable political party youth leaders, we have in our midst members of the young Kenya Young members of county assemblies, and we also have the owners of KYPA who are the members of Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association. I pray that, Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence, maybe the chair would be able to recognize them, and when we will be debating the motion, they would have an opportunity to also articulate the insights about the Kenyan context. Otherwise, I really appreciate for this opportunity, and with your gracious permission, Mr. Speaker, it is my pleasure to bring the chairperson, the Honorable Hon Mukunji.
So thank you, CEO. Mr. Speaker, sir, and honorable members. Everybody here now is a honorable member, even if you are not elected or appointed. But when you're here, you're an honorable member, and you should behave as so. Because honorable, the word honorable means that you're supposed to behave as a honorable member. My name is Hon Mukunji. I am the Member of Parliament, real Member of Parliament, for a place called Manyata. Manyata is in Embu County. It comes from the word Manhattan, but we can't pronounce Manhattan because of our culture. So we say Manyata. And I am also the chairman, Kenya Young Members of Parliament, KYPA in short. And this is an organization that brings together young members of parliament of below 40 years of age. We couldn't do 35 years of age because we could have very few members in this organization. But 40 years of age gives us close to 65 in number of members that belong to Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association. And that means that that is a number that is very, very strong when it comes to shaping the policies and shaping and actually amplifying the voice of the young people in this nation. And for our visitors, Kenya is a bicameral, as a bicameral parliament. We have both Senate and the National Assembly. So KYPA cuts across both houses of parliament. That is both Senate and the National Assembly. And of course, we also have an extension in terms of our leadership to the county assemblies through the Kenya Young Members of County Assembly Association, and the CEO is also represented here. And our main key issue in the National Assembly and the Senate is to actually give the young people of this nation a voice. Our main issue is to amplify their voice, present their concerns, and actually push for pro-youth policies in the legislative arm of government. Of course, I want to appreciate Club de Madrid for choosing Kenya as the host of this year's dialogue. And I believe that has come as a good choice because Kenya is a beautiful place. You are in one of the most iconic buildings called KICC, Kenya International Conference Center. And this is one of those buildings that shape the Nairobi skylines. So you feel very welcome. I also want to appreciate the chance to have this side event with Kenya Young Members of Parliament. It does not come easy to establish partnership with a club made of former heads of states. It is something that we appreciate and something that we really want to say we are proud of. And while we are preparing for that event tomorrow, this is an event that is going to even contribute to what discussions will happen tomorrow at the UN. And I believe we share ideologies, both Club de Madrid and KYPA. we share ideologies of entrenching democracy in our countries, improving democracy, and also ensuring that democracy works. Not just working for the leaders, but it works for the nation. And KYPA stands to spread democracy and ensure representation of young people in parliament and other arms of government. Club de Madrid worked with the experience of the former heads of states, shared experiences to ensure that we can learn from one another and also ensure that the emerging leaders of our nations do actually appreciate the place of democracy in this world we live in. The annual policy dialogue that is happening here is one of those events that are going to actually leave a mark when it comes to democracy in this country. And there is no, I cannot say it any stronger, but the young people of this nation have actually come out also in the streets to demand for democracy and good governance of our nation. Last year we had demonstrations led by Gen Zs, who are the young people of this nation, demanding for good governance. And of course, this shaped even the future of what it is to be a leader in this country. Why we organize these forums of Bunge Dialogue is to ensure that there is actually a link between the young people outside and the young people in the legislative arm of government. Democracy is not cheap, and I believe that democracy goes hand in hand with economic empowerment of our young people. I feel very sad sometimes when I observe countries such as Congo, a country full of resources, country that has been endowed naturally with a lot of minerals and good climate. But because of a problem of governance, today a young Congolese sees life as a burden, but not as an opportunity. It is easier to actually suppress a hopeless population. That is why I align with your clarion call of ensuring that we instill democracy and ensure that our countries do embrace it so that we can have a sustainable future moving forward. And I believe that this debate that we are going to host here is among those debates that are very important when it comes to instilling democracy in our nations. We have to continue doing dialogues. We have to continue debating. We have to actually empower debates and divergence of opinions so that we can always go with the best of the opinions in this nation and countrywide and worldwide. I believe Club Madrid stands to partner with KYPA to ensure that the emerging leaders of this nation do follow that route of democracy. Today I might here as a member of parliament. Tomorrow I might stand somewhere here as the head of state of this nation called Kenya. And I believe with the partnership of KYPA and Club de Madrid, especially the wide sector of the organization that looks at the young people, I believe that we are going to partner and ensure that not only do we have young people taking charge, but they get that fair chance that democracy offers to ensure that we have democratic world. Of course, Kenya is a great choice. You might be aware that 70%, 75% in specific, of this nation is made of young people. below 35 years of age. The median age of our nation is actually 19 years. This is a young nation that is ready and yearning to ensure that through democracy, we are able to prosper and move forward. We look forward to even hosting the former heads of states to get something from the knowledge of what they have been able to achieve. I don't want to say much more than that, Honorable Speaker, but you'll allow me to recognize young members of Parliament that are here. I please, Honorable Speaker, you'll allow me to recognize Honorable Zena, who is also our treasurer at Kenya, members of Parliament. One of the rules of the National Assembly is you shouldn't clap, but you should do like this. Maybe we can observe that as part of our big members of Parliament. We also have Honorable Donya, who is our women rep and also a very integral part of our young members. There are some members who have been here and they have stepped out in a bit. I also want to recognize the CEO of Kenya Young MCAs. Where is he? He has left? Oh, he has stepped out, but he is still around. And Honorable Speaker, I'll leave it at that so that we can have the session that we are looking forward to. And I want to appreciate all our guests. Don't be in a hurry. Let's continue engaging. Let's create networks that are going to ensure that you visit Kenya, we visit Latin America, we visit Asia, we visit Europe, so that our nations can actually get something from the experiences of one another. Thank you very much. Asante sana.
National anthem.
The next order.
Order number 3, reading and adoption of the agenda. Order number 4, communication from the chair. Order number 5, presentation of bills and motions. Order number 6, debate on motions and bills. Order number 7, voting of motions and bills. Order number 8, question time.
Order, Honorable Clerk.
Yes, Mr.
Order, Clerk. We will go order by order, so we can go back to order number 3. Clerk was ahead of us.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Order number 3, reading and adoption of the agenda.
Order number 3, reading and adoption of the agenda. Mr. Speaker, the agenda of today, we are gathered to discuss issues around 2025 annual policy dialogue with young members of Parliament with our theme at Youth and Democracy in Kenya and Global Commitment to Youth in Democracy.
Thank you, Clerk. Next order.
Order number 4, communication from the chair.
Now, honorable members, as we are gathered here today, we are multifaceted audience from different parts of the world, hosted in these chambers in Kenya, in Parliament of Kenya. Now, I wish to invite the chairperson of Kenya Young Parliamentarian Association, Hon Mukunji, to make some remarks. Honorable members, allow me to reverse the order and invite the CEO of Kenya Young Parliamentarian Association, Honorable Anthony Buluma, to make some remarks and invite the chair.
Father favor, as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant us that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen.
Amen.